Oh, really? What?
Yeah, so basically what it is that there's a warp point at a certain point, and it warps you back a little bit to create the illusion of going through a loop. So when you look at it from like a third camera, when you look at it through a third camera, you just kind of tell.
Oh my god! That's hilarious. That's thumbnail potential right there.
Yeah. Oh no, this twink's gonna get his stink.
By the way, what's funny about the endless stairs is I always wanted to be able to BLJ up the stairs, but I could never do it for the longest time because fine motor issues make it so I can only mash the buttons so fast. And then at a con recently, there was TVs that have old game consoles on it, and on that I was happening to just do that part, and I actually successfully did it. I was like, yes, I feel like my life's complete.
Awesome.
That was. Ooh, can we get a new face? Yes.
Oh my god, we can!
Okay, who cares? FaceTime.
That's probably frozen in place right now.
Like, oh man, I gotta wait for him to finish this.
Sorry, we're gonna have to give you a better finisher.
The ball!
Okay, that actually is weirdly threatening.
It's like a boar now, because
like I know. His eyes got freakishly huge.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if that just erased the tuba Huffalump from the room by doing that cutscene?
I think it actually reset him back to where he was to start.
Wait, he's stuck.
Oh my god! He was running in place.
But yeah, like. Oh, nice.
Oh,
that's also thumbnail potential, jeez.
Makes him look even more scary.
Except you have to think harder for this one now. This is a new combo.
Oh, he almost did it again.
He was about to do it too.
The backwards long jump is not backwards long jump. The infinite stairs is really funny to watch from a third-party perspective because Mario's just constantly getting teleported back like 5 feet.
Yeah. One of my favorite videos there's a lot of videos out there on Mario 64. One of my favorite ones is still, let's talk about parallel universes.
Yeah, the freaking Bismuth video, right?
I love how Mario 64 is probably one of the most broken into games out there. So broken into that there's stuff like that.
Like someone found out that you can like beat the game in like 15 minutes by going to a parallel universe where this one door is unlocked.
Yeah.
What?
That is ridiculous. Because Mario 64 is also one of the most speedran games out there, so because of stuff like this.
Oh my gosh.
Like, there's a really good video about Mario 64 speedruns by Channel Tech Rules that goes into like why a lot of the stuff actually happens in those speedruns.
Yeah, I watched a few. The only Mario 64 speedrunners I've kind of watched are Simple Flips and Simply, whose names sound very similar.
Yeah, I don't watch actual like speedruns. I just like learning about the mechanics of them.
Yeah, I noticed I know I've been seeing a lot of like videos about how there were speedrunners that would cheat in this game and how because they would do things like splice their videos.
Famous case of this.
Like, I just saw this whole thing about some French speedrunner that spliced Pokemon speedruns because people decided to check the RNG manipulations.
For speedrunning content, obviously Summoning Salt's the recommender. He does all the great documentaries on them, but I also recommend speedrunners the documentaries of speedruns made by actual speedrunners. One of my favorite speedrunning documentaries is this Mario Sunshine one made by a speedrunner of the game Average Trey.
Ah, there you are!
Because then I also learned that how some speedrunners will take months or even years just to even like perfect certain speedrun mechanics.
I love when the speedrunners just find that.
I like literally wondering how.
Hurry up when you do.
I could never speedrun
seconds
for
is
my
all you
life
have
because I feel like if I did, I'd just get sick of that game.
A few.
Oh yeah, and then it's like, a lot of times most speedruns tend to have people resetting like hundreds of times.
Yeah, they reset hundreds of times and are usually streaming them. I will say I like the speedrunners who find their own little niche game to get good at, like freaking Shift with Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh my god, why is there a time limit on the carrot extractor?
What?
That is evil.
What?
Yeah, hey, Gopher, why are you adding as kind? You have to start at the beginning. Or I guess you can
That's
start.
so dumb.
Yeah, I was too busy talking about Battle for Bikini Bottom speedruns to rant about the fact that there's a freaking time limit on doing this.
Bruh, like,
And it's just short enough where if you don't immediately head to the next one, you'll run out of time.
Yeah, I remember this being kind of difficult because of how specific, like they time it in a way where you have to basically be constantly moving or you're not going to make it. Like, and then even then when you're constantly moving, you were just last second.
Couldn't have done it better myself. Better go help your friend.
Going back to
Rabbit save
Pokemon,
his
we've
parents
actually been talking about
before it
potentially
rains.
doing another Pokemon series after this.
Oh yeah.
We've been talking about a few series actually. About what to do when we're done with this.
One series I guess I do want to bring up that we kind of wanted to do was part of me what I wanted to do is more kind of with partial voice acting stuff on the channel because working with voice actors for like I guess some upcoming videos and the camp I have to comic stuff, I've caused me to just want to do voice acting stuff with people. So like I thought if we could do that stuff on the channel at some point.
Wait, he's going in the machine.
My God, what the fuck, Rabbit?
He's gonna get killed. Oh.
And then the carrot extractor takes control of Rabbit.
It takes control of Rabbit's house.
The conveyor belt's not running. Piglet, could you get it running again?
Honestly,
There's a
with that
boiler near my
channel,
tomato
I
patch.
actually knew
Just
of that
take
channel
the key
years
on the
before
ground.
he became a
It'll open the
widespread
door.
from that. He used to do these kind of, I think, total drama cinema sims type videos.
Oh yeah, I'm shocked that no one's really considered that.
Yeah, I almost feel bad that people were kind of railing on him for some joke or some thing he said like 10 years ago when stuff like that was really common in reviewers at the time.
Oh, like the R word?
No, the takes control of Squidward's house guy. Like, he got memed on for that, even though that was like years ago, and I'm like, everyone was doing that because everyone watched the nostalgia critic.
Wow, how dare
Oh,
they?
it's the slot machine. It's the slot machine.
Oh, we're gambling in this? Oh, what are...
Oh, hey,
robots?
Slot machine Huffalump, my favorite Huffalump here, guys, because...
Uh-oh. No, are you kidding me? Why?
I forgot about the question thing.
Why
would they do that?
That is... Do these things only have like one fucking health or something?
I remember
they better. This is stupid.
I completely forgot that at some point they'll randomize the buttons in question marks. And they never do it both at once.
And of course I get it in the last fucking try.
Pressing until
No.
Straight up.
Get away.
Like, oh my God.
Wait, how did he not
Genuinely, these guys suck. I remember.
I hate them.
Yeah. They also look really fucking stupid.
That's an angle.
Oh, that's a diagonal one. That's the wrong Huffalump.
To reach Piglet.
And of course, every single time I do that, I have to guess every single direction until I get the last one.
Yeah, to be fair, you only get 4 options to try, so...
How did I get that one first try?
Yeah, literally, it's literally RNG the enemy. That is why I hate it.
Oh my gosh.
RNG. What, it'd be a bit more balanced, though, if they only had 1 health.
Yeah. Like, what the heck?
Robotic laugh is obnoxious, and they mock you every time you get it wrong.
Yeah, you get it wrong when you can't actually see it, so we make you guess anyway.
Yeah, honestly, they're worse than the mirror woozles in my opinion, because at least...
Yeah, at least you can kind of, like, at least you can kind of see what button presses you have to do when they flip the screen.
Here, I've been waiting for these guys to pop up, because they were one of the most evil enemies in this game for me.
Yeah. I don't like them. Oh, there's that spill? Is it leaking?
Yeah, I think we gotta replace the hose.
Uh-oh.
You said we were going gambling. I thought you were gambling on the carrots. They're like, oh. I was like, oh, it's them again.
Carrot gambling would be something.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna have like a tier list of all Huffalumps and Woozles variants. Gambling and Mirror are F tier already.
Oh.
Who got Huffalumps and Woozles a fun gimmick?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Man, guys, you guys think this is Disney hinting at Gigantic?
Oh man, if only.
Gigantic, that movie that totally came out.
Not gonna lie, I actually kind of wish that movie did come out. It sounded cute.
It should have. Like, why? Why would they not?
They teased it in Zootopia, and now because they shelved it, the joke makes no sense anymore.
Rip.
Yeah, isn't it just fun when studios just kill their own fucking movies? And everyone wants to see them.
Because, you know,
there was actually going to be one in like the 2000s, and it only gets referenced in the I Am Legend on like a billboard.
You know, because, you know, because, you know, Disney, we totally needed like Wreck-It Ralph 2 and Frozen 2 over this.
I want to know who's in charge of who canceled these movies partway through production, because that's stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, speaking of movies, recently I tried to come up with like the dumbest movie idea possible, and I landed on just a Paranormal Activity parody called Paranormal Blacktivity.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll forever associate Paranormal Activity with the time I was 10 and we were sitting in a campfire and my dad, for a scary story, decided to just summarize the first Paranormal Activity movie and it scared us.
I mean, the first Paranormal Activity is actually kind of a good movie, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but because I was 10 years old and I am very wimpy with horror overall, I was scared at it.
I was trying to figure if there was actually anything scary or if it was just people being like scared of like shadows or...
And I think my dad at least told it in a way to make it scary and convincingly scary too.
Yeah. Like, Paranormal Activity has a lot of, like, subtlety to it.
Yeah. I think, like, if you want to know how reference to how scared I was as a kid, I watched one episode of
All
Goosebumps
Piglet would have to
and
do
freaked me
is
out,
find
and it was
the
this
key.
episode about this cursed fucking camera that causes one kid to continuously keep getting fatter and one kid to get skinnier.
So you're talking about Say Cheese and Die again.
Yeah, that episode is the one episode of Goosebumps I watched from like a Cartoon Network rerun, and I'm like, never again.
Yeah, the first episode's a lot better too.
I thought the book cover for Say Cheese and Die was scary. Because I thought it was like they would take pictures and they would turn into skeletons.
Moo!
I got a funny idea.
Moo!
And the Mirror Woozle and the slot machine have to fight each other.
Oh, who will win?
Oh god, that
was trippy.
Like, I generally could not even process what's what.
Like, I am wondering if like how safe this was because Winnie the Pooh's kind of aimed at a younger audience usually. Would probably be more susceptible.
You see how flip down like that?
I don't want to be a moral guardian, but Winnie the Pooh's aimed at a younger audience that's probably more susceptible to things
like why did it flip 125-ish degrees?
Like, why are you flipping the angles? Like, why
Is it a Huffalump balloon?
High pressure battle are you flipping the camera around at next speed, and why are you having these most uncomfortably
giant carrot?
So yeah, going back to Goosebumps a little bit, I do actually like horror out of everyone here.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell by the video where she summarized a bunch of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I tried to summarize all the movies.
Yeah.
So like, oh, there's a crank.
Yeah.
Is that how we get into somewhere?
What's funny about Zinni here is we'll switch from talking about horror to talking about football to talking about magical girls. That is right here.